Recording started for this session of Eli's campaign.
Apologies,
This
Alex, by the way.
session 9?
I'm just double
Yes,
checking real
session-
quick. Let
I
me
don't.
see.
You haven't
Session-
uploaded
Mike.
some of the latter stuff, so I have no idea.
Session 9. Yeah, it's session 9. Well, I have
Based on
uploaded
my
it, I
current
just
count.
couldn't upload it to YouTube because copyright strikes.
Motherfucker.
So I uploaded it to a Google Drive, which actually I should probably share with you
We
guys.
don't have.
Yeah, I'll share it with you guys real quick. Just give me a sec.
Yeah, probably.
I share it with
Little
Eli.
difficult for us.
Yeah, I've shared it with Eli. I just haven't shared it with anyone else yet.
Oh, what are we not that important, Alex?
It's
No.
more important that the DM gets access to it, and I kind of forgot about giving everyone else access to it.
So we aren't that important. Understood. We'll take that in consideration.
Misinterpret stuff however
Okay,
you want to,
so-
Liam.
Gladly.
Okay.
So yes, you learnt that there is a guy who is who not only has the ability to block clairvoyance, but also is essentially a political ghost, and has the power of 7 servants from the last war to help him. Well, 6 servants plus a combination, so I'm not sure what that does. But yeah, you were going to go to. You learned that you can bring servants from your war back by defeating the elder servants. You can bring the regular servants back, but only if you time it right. And so you plan to bring back Lancer by taking on Assassin Elder, who you learnt was Yugo's history teacher the whole time.
Fantastic.
And also you learnt that her true name was Niccolò Machiavelli.
Yay! Can't wait to beat up an author.
You've probably done it before.
And I'll do it again.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Alex, are you seriously asking guys? You're seriously acting as if I would have any mercy?
It doesn't
Anyway,
surprise me
so-
that you would have no mercy.
have you guys?
Glad I'm such a stereotype.
You guys have looked at the class changes for your servants classes?
I have not, but I
Yeah.
will check that.
I have, but I have not added them, recalled them, or checked them in ages, so I should probably add those to Rider, shouldn't I?
Yes. Add them to Rider. You get the land-based ones, not the seafaring ones, because
Don't you wonder why?
yeah, the largest landlocked empire.
There was some sea under his reign and nobody else's.
Okay, I shared the
Yes,
link in
so-
chatting to that one, and I'll
Also,
upload session
in there
8
you'll-
to another Google Drive.
Also, in there you'll see some of the stuff that other classes will have. This will be stuff that your characters, as if they had any prior knowledge of Holy Grail Wars, they probably would have known most of this stuff anyway. So
Sweet, okay.
I am reading the
Jesus.
thing now. Let's see. Classes.
Where the Archer, Lancer, Rider, let's grab all the land dwelling shit.
I haven't done Lancer or Berserkers yet. Robbie, you do this. Robbie, make sure you grab your saber stuff.
Yep, I'm gonna try to.
Dump it down the bottom near my Imperial Privilege abilities.
I mean, you do know that they aren't Imperial Privilege abilities, though, right?
No, I said near that, so I just dumped it down near my class skills.
Okay.
I am fully aware they are not Imperial Privilege skills. I
Not
have enough of
impy
those
pimpy.
already.
Come again?
They're not impy
I just said
pimpy.
They are not MP Pimpy.
Correct. Also, something else I registered, Eli. Technically, Khan would also qualify for having existence outside the domain.
Yeah, because of Abshnura.
As you, that guy with his.
I believe it's pronounced Abshnoral.
Yeah.
Nishal.
I'm not. So I
Abracadabra?
do some stuff on Azathoth, but I have still no full idea as to why
Also
being able to
very-
peek into the core is as powerful as it is.
I mean, Azoth. You know who Azathoth is, right?
The big black hole that's technically king of everything.
It essentially everything that exists is a part of Azathoth's dream. The court of Azathoth keeps Azathoth asleep because if Azathoth wakes, everything ceases to exist because everything is just his dream.
Wonderful. So Ryder can see into that apparently because he was a favored member of some elder god,
Yes, well,
outer
some
god.
versions.
Yeah.
Some versions of them can. Unfortunately, this version of them can't.
No, but he technically does have the ability to access those skills anyway, because he can access skills of his other variations, because he's bullshit. Anyways, yeah, superior mobility, I can attack twice during my turn, and... Oh, good, my horse has... And my horse's utility,
Well, yeah, you're a rider.
finally.
If there's anything that you guys don't fully understand, speak now or hold your piss.
I don't think it's safe for me to hold my piss forever. Sierra says hi, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, Sierra says hi. Hello there, Sierra.
Why did you say that angrily?
I didn't. I didn't intend to say it
I was
angrily
saying
then.
I was saying that to Liam. He was like, "Of course, Sierra says hi." Oh,
I said it like that because I was trying to stifle a cough and failed.
Yeah, let's just say that half of us have COVID, so responses may or may not be as normal. I'm actually feeling pretty good today, surprisingly, but I'm still not leaving the house for any reason.
um,
Are you okay, Liam? What was that noise?
My hacking cough.
Yeah, that'd do it.
Ending with a scream of annoyance and
Yeah,
pain.
we're definitely gonna get demonetized for this. Good thing it doesn't matter because, well, we're not monetizing stuff anyway.
Why would we get demonetized?
Because the word COVID,
demonetizable?
the word COVID makes stuff demonetized on YouTube.
It's only but
It's
not
only
as
if it
dangerous as you think it
monetized.
is.
monetized.
Well, I don't know.
Because they wanted to avoid people spreading misinformation about it, so any video with the word
If you
COVID,
attack-
coronavirus, or
if
any
it's-
other keywords was demonetized.
No,
That's if it's a
exclusively because
keyword.
companies don't- That's exclusively because companies don't want to attach themselves to something with such a massive negative stigma.
Also, it doesn't. It
No,
wouldn't-
if the
if
word
it's
was
not titled or
mentioned in a
tagged,
video,
it's fine.
if the word was mentioned in the video, quite a few of the content creators that I was watching throughout 2020, they personally got demonetized every time that they mentioned the word COVID, coronavirus, anything like that.
COVID-19.
That would also involve them going through. Well, the thing is, for us, if we uploaded it, they'd have to go through the fucking video and find the areas,
have
and
bots.
they would
They have bots,
look.
man.
They
They
don't
have
have
so
enough
many
time.
more important. The
Plus,
thing I'm
also,
going to point
it's
out is,
unlisted.
Alex, there's so many better reasons to demonetize us. Case in point, my fucking language.
Yeah, the amount
Yeah.
that we
Also, yeah,
swear.
we're not gonna get monetized, so it doesn't.
Yeah,
matter.
exactly.
I know, but
I
it's
was just
like,
making a joke.
well, you're a joke.
Okay.
That would have been way more of a serious burn if you hadn't hiccuped at the end.
That wasn't that. That was me making the noise of sticking my tongue out, since I can't visually do that because we're not streaming our
Yeah, it sounded
faces
like
when we are in
It
person.
sounded like you were violently spewing out a caterpillar or something.
I have only done that once.
Only once. Wimp.
You good there, Alex? You're making the noises of you're getting weirded out.
I don't
Oh,
know what's
shit, I
going
made it
on, so
really
I'm
big.
making weird noises to make up for that.
Guys,
I am confused
Yeah,
and
what?
stupid. Let's go
Yeah,
with the
ready for this?
session!
are you guys for this?
Huh?
You guys ready for the session?
Yeah,
Never, but now I am.
Okay, so I have accidentally made the servant dream way longer this time than I intended to.
Hooray!
Mostly
Who's
because
the servant
fucking
dream brought by?
aspect ratios of... Okay. Tonight's servant
Isn't-
dream is
that
brought
him?
to us by Kane.
Ooh, okay, so it's a Coster dream. Interesting.
Yep. We've been a while since we had one of those. Actually, would you guys prefer that I start the session with the dream or end it with the dream?
Start.
Start.
Start?
It's
I like-
unanimous.
I like the way that we've done it so far, and I think that it's really cool. Plus, also, I feel like we're paying a lot more attention at the start of the session, and that really gets us into it before we start actually playing. Whereas if it happens at the end, we're likely to just get distracted and forget about it. And I don't want to miss out on the servant dreams. They're cool.
Fair enough. Okay. So, Kane.
Yes.
You open your eyes to see smoke on the horizon. You're standing on the bow of a ship, in the port of a city which you just saved from the enemy. Your heart fills with pride as you watch the enemy's vessels setting sail, and the people of the island cheer for you. At long last, you think to yourself as you turn back to the damaged but surviving city. Rhodes is safe. Our people are safe. One of the local Rhodians approach you. I hope that's pronounced Rhodians.
Probably.
Your Majesty, we couldn't possibly thank you enough. We thought for a moment that Alexandria had abandoned us. A hint of mild annoyance at the insult mixes with your victorious pride. However, he quickly quells that annoyance as he continues. But oh, what fools we were! Lady Ptolemy, you are our Soter, our savior. 3 cheers for Ptolemy! 3 cheers for Ptolemy the Soter! 3 cheers for the holy Alexandria! He turns back around to the rest of the Rhodians and begins cheering, and you listen as the cheers begin to spread throughout the islands and all around. I wonder if you can hear this, Alexander, from all the way up there. You think to yourself, or do I need to reach even higher? As the cheers begin to die down, you suddenly hear a whisper in the crowd that you simply cannot ignore. I mean, yeah, the fleet did just save us, but come on. The Holy Alexandria? Ptolemy Soter? She's no freaking Alexander the Great, she's just one of his old lackeys. No way that she deserves all that. Upon hearing this, all of your pride quickly shifts to a boiling rage. You try to stop yourself, but almost automatically you spread your mana throughout the fleet of ships, lighting their ballistas' arrows aflame and turning them towards the city. The islanders all immediately stop talking, and silence fills the whole world for a brief moment. Rhodes, did I not just save your little island? You deepen your voice in rage as the Rhodians look on in horror. Yet you would dare insult both me and Iskander. Do you truly fear us divine spirits so little? Do you claim to know our power? You begin to hear some of the children whimper, but at this point you are far too angry to care. Must you feel it for yourselves to understand? At this point, the old man who first spoke to you falls to his knees. Oh, Ptolemy, great Ptolemy, please take mercy. We meant not to offend you. We praise you with all our hearts. What may we do to be forgiven of this insult? He begs for you as he bows his head, trembling in fear. At the sight of this, you feel something inside you, a small voice, trying to convince you to calm down and forgive them. You stand still for a moment, wondering what you should do. If you don't put them in their place now, they may just spread this unreasonable notion. Somehow, you get the feeling whatever you decide to do will dictate the entire rest of your life. You clench your fist as the overwhelming anger pushes you towards firing. But just before you do, the voice inside your head becomes slightly louder, and you recognize it almost instantly. Prove yourself worthy, my dear friend. The rage subsides, and you take a deep gasp as your spell releases, causing the ship's weapons to all go back to normal. Prove myself? Prove what? And how? How? How, Alexander? You scream mentally, trying once again to reach him, but his voice is well and truly gone now. The people of the island watch in anticipation, as you have yet to give your verdict. All of a sudden, an idea pops into your head, and you straighten yourself up before giving your decree. If you truly haven't realized our power, then I ask you, which god do you believe in? You ask them rhetorically, continuing before anyone can answer. My defeating Demetrius is undeniably a historic moment, one which should be immortalized in time. So build a grand sculpture to your god, and praise him for the divine protection which I rightfully provided. But know this, whichever god you choose, I decree that I shall surpass them, and prove once and for all, the only gods you should worship are Iskandar, as well as I, your true savior. I will prove to you, Rhodes, that I rightfully earned the title through my own divinity. So build your monument and watch as I prove myself far beyond them. Then, ally yourselves with me, as if you believe your god to be protector, I shall shield you from danger with even greater power. At the end of this speech, you once again hear the whole island cheer for you as you challenge one of the gods above, and you close your eyes once more to soak in that grandiose, prideful sound. 10. And you wake up.
If we go through these one by one, I'm interested in Ryder.
Yeah, sorry it was a bit longer than I anticipated.
Nah,
I thought it
that's
was
That's
cool.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that's cool.
Yeah.
The servant dreams are awesome. I'm not gonna complain about having more of them.
I was worried that they might have been breaking like the immersion or something.
Nah, if anything, they're helping it.
Ripping.
Mm.
Awesome. Yeah.
Also, wow, and I thought Ryder had some issues with people.
Yeah, there was a small period of Ptolemy's life. You know what I'm talking about, Alex.
Yeah.
Just, for the guy that decided to ransack an entire city and pile their heads into a fucking pyramid, surprising that sometimes he seems to be a little more stable and prone to, not completely losing it to insults.
I
I said and before you ask, I said slightly better.
You know,
I
Alex,
was
what were you saying?
definitely quite prideful when I was younger. I like to think I've gotten better with age, but, well, I guess these things happen when you're young and drunk with power.
Also, just to be sure, you did hear the ending part, right?
Yeah,
You
the
mean
sinner.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. I wanted to make sure that didn't get cut off or something accidentally.
Did both Kane and Coster hear that end part?
Caster definitely heard it.
And there's something odd that I don't remember. Someone calling out sinner. Oh, crap. Not this again. Okay, well, hopefully everyone else didn't get the same kind of nightmares. Gosh, this is not gonna be easy to sleep. That's fine. It's fine. I've done it before. Okay. Let's see who's up.
I'm gonna go to.
You guys at the church, just for the record.
Well, good morning, Mary Poppins. What's happened?
Mary Poppins.
Where'd Mary Poppins come from?
Look, I got a lot of things on my mind right now.
Fair enough. Eli, would Coster be able to, I don't know, roll something to determine whether the Grail told her what Mary Poppins is?
Let's get it.
mean, okay. While we're waiting for Liam to get back, make a.
I'm back. I was just turning off my light.
Okay. Welcome back. Make a history check. Actually, religion check.
Religion. Okay. Well, thank goodness it's religion instead of history
Well-
because I have proficiency in that. That's a 17.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, you know vaguely who Mary Poppins is. You don't know any of the specific details or anything, but you know that she's like a nanny who was able to who like did a bunch of magical things in a movie and was able to change the hearts of children.
Huh.
Like you know the basics of it.
Okay then.
Um, yeah, and the reason I say religion is because that's what it technically qualifies as for Ryder. So
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Riders is
Jim
just for a
Carrey is
meme.
religion. Jim Carrey is a form of religion. Confirmed.
yes. Oh, just wait until
Yes.
Ryder asks about Captain Jack Sparrow.
That's
Ryder knows who that
definitely
is.
religion. That is 100% religion.
For the record, Ryder
Hmm.
Elder is not Captain Jack Sparrow.
Well, I mean,
I figured not.
I kind of figured as much. Yes.
I figured Jack Sparrow didn't have a degree of divinity.
Also, isn't a weird walking ghost skeleton god pirate thing.
Yeah,
hmm.
and also I don't think Jack Sparrow has borderline personality disorder. That's Amber Heard.
Well, back to now that we're done dunking on a trial that happened a week ago.
Yeah.
Oh
Hmm.
man.
So, what's on the clock this morning, then? Another nightmare? Another disaster waiting on the horizon?
Why did I wake up covered in oil?
Hmm.
Were you in your workshop all night? Despite being told to go to bed at a reasonable time?
I went to bed. I just slept on the table.
Is everyone awake? At
Yeah.
this point, Caster Elder will walk in through the back door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you? This seems like a long shot, but do you have a shower?
I think there's a shower room in the basement, but I don't think they have running water.
Fantastic. Okay.
I apologize. This place was built in the ancient times. Or it feels like it anyway.
Fuck's the ancient times. This country's the current
500
country
years
was founded
old.
through.
Yeah.
That's not bullshit. Most of us here are at least twice that age.
Then most of you here are twice as old as Australia. Well, the country, not the continent.
I am,
Yeah.
even in terms of my actual age, I'm older than Australia. Technically.
I mean,
No. No.
Hmm.
You were.
if we're talking about the
120
Commonwealth of
when you
Australia, then yes. I'm about the same age as Coster, being
Okay. But if we're
120.
talking about like the first if we're talking about like from the first settlements and stuff, which were like
I'm
the
talking about
1700s.
the Commonwealth of Australia, that being when the Constitution was signed in 1901, which technically I am older than the Commonwealth of Australia in age. And that's not even considering time period.
I mean, let's see. I died in 1270, I think it was, Eli.
I
I
think it was
died.
like
Well, the thing is, we don't know when Khan died. There's like a yearish period where he definitely stopped being alive, but they don't know when he died.
about 6 months, but yeah. So
It's still a decently long amount of time to not know if your guy's dead or not.
okay.
I mean,
Does
I
everyone? So does everyone understand the plan?
get my shit back and get my shit back, stop building weapons, then go and kill Assassin Elder. Also
Yep.
grab Yugo so we have a backup, build a person.
Also, make
Why don't we
sure
just
that
go-
whoever's directly facing Assassin Elder is not someone with Imperial privilege, meaning that it's gotta be the Masters or Saber.
Also, that
So the Masters
you
and
should
Saber.
probably-
Hmm.
You should probably send Saber along. I mean, Assassin is still a servant, so you don't want to. And
Yeah.
assassins are known for being able to kill masters by bypassing other servants. So
So Masters and Saber. And, I mean, Ryder can probably hit from the long range with his bow, and I'm assuming Caster has long range spells.
I do, but look,
gonna be
are
very
we sure
risky.
that it's a good idea for us to directly get involved in hitting her? Wouldn't she just end up, I don't know, using our abilities against us? It seems a little risky to get directly involved. If we're healing, sure, but it feels like our abilities could be very easily undermined by that noble phantasm of hers.
I don't think she has. There's no way in hell she has the minor ability to actually use my reality marble, so it should be safe on that front. In addition, I'll pull out a sword. My other one's channel is done by channeling my magical energy through my sword. This sword. So unless she can recreate it, I believe my phantasms are free from her influence.
I don't think that your phantasms are what you would draw power from.
Even my. Actually, they're part of my reality marble.
Saber,
Yes.
make a. What would it be? Make an insight check. Okay, you know nothing. Sorry. Oh,
Yeah, I
actually,
think that
you have.
passes.
Actually, what's your insight again?
Legendary.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. Okay, no. Since you do know the true name of, since you do know the well, actually, would Saber have done any research into his opponent before going in to fight a servant?
Oh, absolutely. That's how he fought most of his opponents, by understanding how they operated and like how they lived and basically everything about them.
Fair. In that case, you would know the true name of. You would know that the true name of Assassin Elder's Noble Phantasm is the Italian name of the book of the Prince book, which I believe is De Principatibus.
Hmm.
And because you know the true name of it, you can probably take a fairly decent guess as to how it operates. Your best guess is that since the book outlines what it literally outlines how to be a perfect prince, quote unquote, right? And while there is some consensus as to whether or not it was whether or not it was legitimately what he thought, or if it was actually a parody book, doesn't particularly matter when it comes to Noble Phantasms. So since it details how to be the perfect prince, it probably works by turning whoever it's like applied to into the perfect prince, which means anyone of princehood, aka anyone with imperial privilege, would be considered advantages against people. Similar thing. You actually think that you faced multiple times throughout this Grail War.
Well,
What
it's
that
pretty
is?
simple.
It's that.
Well, has a book called The Perfect Prince or some shit, and
The prince.
yeah.
Oh, it's funny you're calling it the perfect prince or some shit.
Fair.
Well, to be totally honest, I was never a prince, nor a king. So, what could I say except that it's shit?
Ooh, Saber throwing shade.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, and you see, mate, you're not a king, but you are the bronze boy to me. You see, I am William.
William, not to interrupt your stirring speech, but I would really like to know the exact details of how the Noble Phantasm works and how to combat it.
Well, basically, it can target anyone that has imperial privilege and is very effective against them.
correction. It's most likely a buff that
Yeah.
that is more buffed against people with imperial privilege.
Yeah, it's
Think of
basically yeah.
Oh,
All right, I'll try and do it as best I can. It's basically a massive buff against people with imperial privilege.
So,
against everyone, but also bigger against people with imperial privilege. Think there is something that you faced within this Grail War that works in a similar fashion, or at least from what you could understand.
Yeah, I think I know where you're going with this. Yeah.
is that like. Is it like. What's it called again? Assassin? Like our assassin?
For the record, Alex, you're correct.
Oh, it's like Divinity.
Yes. It's like
Okay.
divinity, but instead of being against anyone that doesn't have divinity,
Anyone who
it's
does.
against everyone. It's against anyone who does have imperial privilege.
Right. So in that case, interfering is a bad idea. Is that include even set? Would that include even sending in my the hounds? Would probably even have a way around them.
Interfering. Well, you remember how divinity works, right?
Somewhat.
Saber, would you care to explain, or
Hounds issues.
Yeah. That's with divinity, right? Let me see.
1 sec. Need to set up my mute keys. So I'll be back. Need to moment.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, so it's really effective against people who have like imperial privilege, but it's also effective against normal people as well, but not as effective.
yeah?
Hmm.
So essentially, think of it like, it's not going to increase her power the more imperial privilege you have. Rather, if you have more imperial privilege, she will have more power against you specifically.
So it's a very specialized kind of thing. Okay.
So
And
basically,
So-
having higher. So if you have Imperial privilege, it's better to have lower levels of it than higher levels, because if you have higher levels, then she'll fuck you up more.
Yes.
Basically,
just-
right?
Yes,
Yes.
but just because you have imperial
Yes.
privilege,
Essentially,
doesn't mean
yes. That's what would
anyone else is
happen.
gonna
She's
be in
not
any
more
more
powerful,
danger.
she's just more effective against people with Imperial privilege, because
Yeah.
basically,
Think of it like-
if I've got A, then she's got EX, because bullshit.
Well, think of it like
Uh,
think of it like fucking like Pokemon sorts of damage typings,
yeah, I get it. Oh shit. Right. Yeah. Okay, that's a problem for me.
Or hell, even think of it like foreigners, really great against everyone, insane against Berserk.
Well, they're decent against everyone except alter egos.
Yeah, well, alter egos don't count.
They're more common than you think, man.
I know, but fuck them. I've been playing the Seraph event, okay? Fuck alter egos.
Oh, it's a great event. I love it.
But yeah, based on what you could tell, just based on how you've seen similar Noble Phantasms react in the past, it probably does something like that. You can't tell the exact mechanics of how it works because you haven't seen it in action, but
How the hell do we do this then?
well, Archer, gonna speak up. Well, if nothing else, we know where she's gonna be.
Oh yeah, right. Wonder if that's why.
I highly doubt she'd just up and vanish this thing. Up and vanish the moment that the plan went to shit. She still has like a life to take care of, doesn't she?
Be nice. So she'd be effective against Ryder.
I say we just go in and smash her. Abby will just get up and rev up Aberon.
Not all of us can like around a noble phantasm.
Ha, wimp.
Hey, don't blame me. I'll be able to get
Not
one
all
eventually,
of
I'm
us have
sure.
a Noble Phantasm. But, I mean, isn't that kind of the point? Us masters, because of the fact that we're not servants, we're actually good in this scenario. So, I guess, Archer, do you have Imperial privilege?
You're kidding, right?
Yeah, good point. Obviously not.
I was like the furthest thing from Imperial you could get.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was
Brain's a little
technically part
fried.
of
I'm gonna get some
family.
coffee. And Kane will go.
I mean, I fixed the coffee
Whatever you
machine.
do,
Kane will go make himself coffee.
Don't race William for it again.
I mean, I fixed the coffee machine.
Thank you.
All right. I was able to defeat Assassin in the last war, Assassin Elder in the last war because of my Noble Phantasm being able to counteract everything she can do. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to be here so that when you do eventually defeat her, I can immediately summon Lancer. Let me know the second she's defeated. Okay.
Arthur, you got a way? Can you set something up for that? Maybe like a two-way relay stone or something?
A
A
phone.
phone.
We have phones. It's the modern day.
I
Well,
know,
I've
it's
got
just
one.
I'd like to back stuff up as possible. Magic. Look, everything I do has a magical background set up with it.
Even if you could, Great Dissenter would likely just counteract it.
Ah, yeah, never mind. Phone it is. Caster, you do know how to use a phone, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The Grail was definitely a dick with not teaching me a lot of stuff, but it did teach me what a phone is. Well, actually,
Hey,
Ryder
hey,
taught me what a phone was, but I still learned it, damn it!
Yeah, and you only managed to nearly wipe the entirety of my phone twice.
Hey, it didn't even tell me that I was actually a well-known heroic spirit, so you know.
Goddamn old people.
Yeah, in multiple ways. I am the oldest servant here in multiple senses.
I guess you are technically. Huh.
I'm from the oldest time period, and I'm also the oldest.
So what are we waiting for? Let's go! And Abby's gonna
wait,
try and rush
We need
out.
to organize
Abby.
a meeting with her first, so that she'll actually show up.
And also, the plan is to get Yugo here first before anything else. If they know I'm alive, then she'll become a target.
Well, if
Get her here as
well,
soon
the
as
good news is
possible.
I doubt. The good news is you didn't actually see Assassin Elder combating you, right?
Nope.
I don't remember
it's
seeing
likely
her.
She doesn't. So it's likely she doesn't realize that you were, you know, that you were at all, that you would at all know who she is.
That's fair, but I'm also meaning Yugo. I'm also meaning that because they know who I am.
Yeah, I mean they do, but but if they're going to do anything to Yugo, Assassin Elder isn't going to be the one to do it.
But I actually say she'd be the best choice, but not the point right now. The point is get her first. We focus on Assassin later.
Okay.
Besides, with that, we can actually have someone build us, weapons and armor.
Well, where is Yugo?
Safe house, still a bit out of town. Used it back in the previous war.
Smart.
Might be made is that made out of the same material as this one? And Caster Elder is just going to go up to the back of the thing and knock on the confessional.
No.
Heavy
That's
mana,
from the
heavy
That's
mana
the church.
They're the only reason I managed to conceal my identity as a servant until now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we didn't set it up over there. And we didn't use blockers like that.
Probably should have.
I didn't finish my statement. What we did use was different, though. It's kind of... fuck, I'm bad at explaining things. How do I explain this? It's like, it's not like the mana gets absorbed, it's more like any excess mana gets converted into, like, kind of power for the thing, so it's basically run off of the excess mana of our shit. It's essentially like a box that runs off of itself. So the excess mana doesn't come out because everything's stuck inside its own circuit. And of course, the first layer is a distortion thing, couple of bounded fields, anything to make it look normal. As far as I know, it looks like a Caltex.
If that's the case, you might actually be safer there than here. I mean, you guys can't leave for obvious reasons, but if she managed to get out of the city...
Yeah, it's from the last war. And so it's most likely known to them.
Hold on, didn't you say that you... Didn't you say that she was like a really good inventor or something?
I mean, pretty good. Yeah.
Surely she'll be able to update it. Get some new stuff in. Besides, the old guy says she's safe, so she's probably safe.
I'm saying it's not safe because I was taken from there. They know where it is. I said it there because I assumed no one here would know who it is. Now that there's old servants, that's out the window.
Well, as long as the, well, I mean, as long as they don't know that she's all the way over there, then they won't have any reason to look. You said it's an old building. They're not going to be looking in old. They're not going to be looking in old buildings.
It's not an old building. It just looks like It just looks like It looks like the what's the word? Like the unisex toilets at a Caltex. You know, always out of order.
Your penultimate base was a toilet.
No, it just looks like a toilet because no one wants to go inside a gas station toilet.
What's at this point? Archer's just going to lean over to Kane and just be like, "What's a gas station?"
Crap. Sorry.
Like,
What's
come
been
on.
happening for the last 10 minutes?
Oh, seriously? Okay.
Hmm?
I'm really
Okay,
sorry. I
basically, it's
must
all-
have. Crap. I must be way sicker than I thought. Sorry.
Okay. Seriously, is everyone okay to do this? Because it's
I'm
not.
good,
I
seeming
yeah.
thought I was, but
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that's probably not. Sorry. I
Okay.
really did want to do this, but
Prioritize yourself or anything, but what
Yeah.
what are you talking about happened before anything else?
Dissociation.
I felt a bit sick and I dissociated for a bit, and I don't know how much time I lost. I think it's 10 minutes, but I'm not sure exactly. Let me see.
Well, the last 10 minutes was pretty much just spent on Marka trying to get Yugo back and
Yeah.
everyone else saying, like, why?
And explaining it very poorly. Because it's Marka and explaining things is not his forte.
Yeah. Communication is not his forte, as evidenced by the fact that he didn't tell anyone in the party that he wanted to keep Abby alive. That would have been useful information to have.
Quiet, you.
I will not be quiet.
If you're okay. Okay, well, Alex. If you're okay with, like, if you're okay with missing one session, this session isn't going to be incredibly major at all anyway, so.
Or if you want to pause it, we could watch One Piece.
I mean, I'm fine with
mean-
either. Like, if you guys want to use Kane in combat, then, you know, feel free to have someone else run him, if that would help you guys. But, yeah, I think that... Yeah.
If you can't do it, I'll just switch computers and grab out One Piece.
Has anyone else got the ability to record? Because I'm the one on the recording now, and I can't really do anything if I am, you know, recording the session. I can't really do
Okay,
anything
you
else
went
for
to
the couple of
the
hours.
internet. You're in the internet's anus.
Internet's going down. If you're having dissociative issues, I'll just switch over to One Piece.
Okay.
Like,
Liam, One Piece is not the solution to everything.
it's always the solution to everything.
I mean, are you
The,
guys
the,
sure?
the thing is,
if
I
you
don't-
guys want to continue with the
I
session,
don't
I'm
want-
fine to miss one.
I would feel bad running it without you.
Mm.
Don't. I'm fine.
It doesn't matter what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm still going to be feeling that.
Yeah.
I'm sure you should know that emotion well, Alex.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Alright, I just wanted to see if it would go away with me reassuring you, but if it doesn't, then it doesn't. Okay. Well,
It never does. Look, the thing is, I feel bad about it because it feels like you're excluded because of having issues, and that sucks. So therefore, I would rather just set up something else. Plus,
yeah, I just don't
it
want
might
to, you know,
also help-
make everyone miss out on the session just because I'm feeling a bit too sick.
well, Alex, I'm also registered. I can't do Brighter's voice for too long, or else I will throw out my voice box. So,
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna
Probably
struggle
for
with
the-
talking too much. I'm sorry, Eli. I
Yeah,
was really enjoying the session until I ended up really zoning out. I didn't mean to. It was really cool.
It's completely fine. These things
It's-
happen, man.
yeah, look,
Sometimes-
it's
sometimes
fine.
Sometimes we do just have to skip sessions because of people being sick. And
Yeah,
if
sorry.
I'm allowed to skip a session to work on mechanical stuff, you're allowed to skip a session because you're dying.
Yeah.
And look, two of us have the Rona, and I voice a very deep voice character.
Yeah.
It will throw out my lungs.
Sorry about this, Robbie.
Oh no, it's all good. Like it's completely understandable.
Well,
Yeah.
hopefully we'll all be feeling better next week. Yeah.
Well,
Let's